long time no see, brother, man. This Poetic Talks podcast, man, where we create real moments, man, with real people, man. We're not hiding anything. We're just being open and we're just being ourselves, man. Letting our inner child show. Man, this Poetic out here, y'all know me by, and I call him E. Um, most people know him as I don't know. When I see him, I still be amazed, man. He put me in the suit
Stop it,
that I have on, you know. But let me go ahead and let him introduce himself.
What's going on, everybody? Yo, my name is Emmanuel. You know what I'm saying? Most people call me E-Man. Yeah, It just, I don't know, like, it don't even matter, bro. Whatever anybody call me, I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Man, so how you doing? How you feeling?
Man, I feel amazing, bro. I feel like actually like amazing, bro. And to be honest, bro, I really want to take just a moment like to act like tell you like, bro, I really, really appreciate this opportunity. Like it's funny because this is actually one of the things I wrote in my just list of stuff that I wanted to accomplish this year. You know what I'm saying? And so for this to be the first time that I'm on a podcast and it's yours, bro, I'm honored and I really appreciate you inviting me, bro.
No, that's right. But I appreciate you coming, bro.
For
Like,
sure.
I think it was one of those realizations that I do have good, loving people that I am connected with. I just have to be comfortable with reaching out.
Mm-hmm.
And cause I'm like, yeah, if I start a podcast, like, who am I going to talk to? Like, is there any other men like me out here? And I had to like sit down with God, like, God had to really hit me in my face, like, yo, these people love you. Even though y'all don't talk a lot, even though y'all haven't met, y'all been through hell or y'all had to struggle. Like this, I think, at least for me, like as a culture, as black people, like if someone that did not struggle with you, that means that they're worthless because y'all have to struggle together. And it's like, nah, like no, it's so like you meet people and they just y'all love each other.
Bro,
like,
real recognize real.
Exactly.
Real recognize
so,
real.
I think that's something that God has to really show me.
Yeah.
In a moment like this. Um. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Where are you from, man? Who's E? Who's E?
Man, that's
Emmanuel.
well, so some people might know me, some people may not know me. A lot of people may not know me, but originally I'm from Haiti. I was born in Haiti, born and raised in Haiti, but I've been living in Atlanta since like '08. So Haitian bred, I'm a real Z, I'm a real Zo, 1804. So if you don't know, you don't know. But at the same time, I feel like I could claim Atlanta too, because I've been living here all my life, bro. So, I've been here for a while. I love Atlanta. But I ain't never forgot my roots though, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
So you came here in '08. What was that like? Like what was the cause you speak Creole?
Yeah, I speak
Creole. You only speak Creole when you got here.
Yeah, believe it or not, man, when I first moved here or in the process of moving here, I didn't want to come here, bro. A lot of people don't know, like people don't know. Um, but I didn't meet my mother until I moved to the United States and I was 8. Like actually. I know that sounds weird, but so pretty much when I was born, probably like a few years after I was born, my mom got the opportunity to come to the States. She had to do what she needed to do in order to give us the opportunity to be here right now. So my mom left me and my older sister with my aunt. And for the first 5 to 6 years of my life, like I thought my aunt was my mother.
Like literally.
Yeah. Obviously, when I got slightly a little bit older, they had to explain to me who was the lady that was always calling me every week trying to talk to me and sending me money and stuff.
Yeah.
But as like being a kid, bro, like she was just the lady sending me bread. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like what she want? What she want? Like real life. So it was just like what does she want actually? But, you know, got older, like I know that's my mother, but me coming to the States, like it wasn't like my actual first time meeting her, but as far as like being I guess able to know like what's going on. Yeah, bro. Like it was when I first moved here and I didn't want to come. And I promise you, bro, as soon as I landed, I didn't want to go back. Yeah, bro. So it was a crazy experience coming here. But I didn't speak any English. I did not speak any English. I spoke Creole. When I was in Haiti, I went to like a French school, but like I didn't pick up really none of that, to be honest with you. But I came here. It's a faint memory, but what I do remember is just me being in second grade and taking like ESOL classes, and they didn't speak English, bro. I had people used to like kids used to make fun of me, bro, because I was like the dark skin, the dark. Basic, they would call you back then. They was calling you African booty scratch.
Yeah, no fact.
You know what I'm saying? Back then, that's what they was calling me, bro.
No
So
fact. It was almost like a white man calling you a nigga.
yeah,
Like, bro,
yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah,
it was just the most disrespectful time. It's almost like it's crazy that we do that to ourselves.
yeah, bro. I was an African booty scratcher, bro. Like literally, and
Sick.
I was taking those ESOL classes. There was a white lady that I guess she took a liking to me, and she pretty much took me under her wing. And she was like, "If I do anything as a teacher, I'm gonna make sure you learn English." And I was able to learn English. I can't remember how long it took me, but it was quick, bro. It was quick.
And when we're younger, though, we're spiritually closer to ourselves, so we're able to learn like a lot of that.
Yeah, because you don't think you know everything.
You know, yeah, you're
You know nothing.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
okay with learning.
Yeah.
And I kind of like I teach it now because I teach 11th grade English, and awkwardly I don't know how, but spiritually, you can see the people and the children who are going to be. Like it's weird. You can just see it. You can just feel it.
Yeah.
And I don't really know how, but you just can. It's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
When meeting your mother, right? I guess like how when you moved here, right? Because like now you have gotten it, because you're like, yeah, this is your mother. What is your relationship with your mother like now? How did you build that? How did you build that? Because your aunt was
Essentially my mom, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, bro, it wasn't hard to be honest with you. Like I said, like when I was in Haiti, my mom was always calling, sending me money, checking in on us. But she was just like, yeah, she like they would tell me, yeah, this is my mother, but it's like I never really peeped her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never really peeped her. But when I moved to the States, there wasn't necessarily was there like a building a relationship? I would just say there wasn't necessarily building a relationship. Like to be real with you, me and my mother's relationship now, bro. My mom is my everything, bro. I can't even lie to you. Like, people will be funny. Mama's but you call me that shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm cool with it, bro. Like, I love my mom. Like, bro. Yeah, exactly. I absolutely love my mother. Like, my mom has shaped me in such a like, bro, she's done everything for me. And the reason why she's so important in my life is because I never had my dad in my life, you know what I'm saying? And my mom played both roles. Now, I'm not just saying that, but my mom really played both roles.
So like, is your dad not existent? Have you ever met him?
Nah, I've man, my first time speaking to my father, hearing his voice, and even knowing what he looked like was when I was 21. Um, my father lives in Haiti. He doesn't live in the United States. When I that's crazy. I said 21, but it really was. I want to say last year, bro. Last year or probably like 2 years ago.
So what's your age now?
I'm 25.
25.
So it was probably like it was 2 years ago because I made a video about this on my YouTube channel. It was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So I was 23.
That's not a long time ago.
No, it was 2 years. My first time speaking to my father, bro, was 2 years ago, bro. And the only reason why I even know what he looked like is because one of my family members scrapped up some photo and found some of him. And yeah, bro, like that was he. It's not like he's non-existent. He's just not existent in my life. So you know what I'm saying? Like my father still lives in Haiti. Um, the only reason why I was able to speak is because I hit up one of my family members that's still in Haiti. I'm like, look, get in contact with him, like, cause I want to know who this guy is. And I reached out to him. We spoke for a little bit, but it never really turned into anything.
What was the comment? If you don't mind me asking, what? I guess there's like that stuff. For me and my mom, my mom was just saying,
Mm.
my dad was a trigger for 15 years.
Wow. That's great.
Kind of like that black woman, like that movie, like what your dad, your mom said your dad and what shit. And like, I look just like him in the movie. You know, I'm projecting what she's saying to me about my father onto myself. And when I turned like 15 or some shit, like 15, 16, my dad got out of jail. And like, my dad was so loving, bro. It was awkward because I kept hearing he wasn't shit. So when my dad told me he loved me before my mom ever said she loved me. And so as a young man, I grew up believing that my dad loved me, and I thought my mother did it. And I only thought she did it because she never told me. But she had to be my mother and my father. So while grooming me and loving me, she also had to be hard.
Yeah, stoic.
Yeah,
Strong.
so a lot of stoicism. I just said stoicism. Stoicism.
Yeah.
Built into she built that into my character.
Yeah.
Like, she was extremely resilient, bro. Like, and she sculpted me in a manner to where I knew how to be strong, and I knew how to go even when I was in pain. I knew how to move even when I was in debt, and I felt like I had nothing. So I always powered to my mother, but I didn't know that was love. I thought it was hatred. So I always thought my mother hated me for a decent part of the beginning of my life. And then when my dad got out, I thought he loved me.
Yeah.
Well, you know, of course he loved me, but, you know, it came off as pure love rather than my mother coming off as hatred.
Yeah.
But then, like, after my dad went back to jail for a year, and then he got out, and then, like, when I got to college, he died in a dirt bike accident. So when we really started building our relationship,
Your father?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Awkwardly,
Wow.
when I learned who and what a man was, I stopped talking to my dad because I was disappointed in him. And I was disappointed in the man, and I stopped talking to him for about 4 months.
Wow.
So the first 2 months, I was angry. And I said, you know what? The women, my grandmother, my mother taught me how to be a man, not resentment or anger. The last 2 months, I was like, you know what? My mother chose her. It was not like, it was not my mother chose him. She seen something in him. Therefore, hence me. Cool. Like, something must be great about it.
Yeah.
And when I wanted to find the time to talk to him, and when I would go back to my own town, there would be a lot of people around, and I didn't feel safe within myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't that comfortable with my image. I was safe on the home. And then, next thing you know, 2 months after that, I get a phone call from my mom, and she like, don't get on Facebook. And I'm like, first thing I do,
go on Facebook.
Get on Facebook. They're like, rest in peace, Chris Foster. Rest in peace, I'm like, I go, I hit my mom up. And it's like that part of the story of like, damn, like I ran out of time. Like this idea that we have enough time to love and talk to the people that matters to us is not realistic. So now I kind of go about life living in a complete moment because that's the only thing that exists. Like
life is short, bro.
Yeah, it's short.
Life is short.
It's a long time, but it's short too. If you don't live right now, you lost.
Yeah, bro.
You really lost. So
that's crazy. Do you have a relationship? Like, what's you and your mom's relationship now?
Beautiful now. Okay. And I hear I love you every time. My mom called me more than anybody.
Beautiful. Like, praise God.
So yeah, but it took me accepting her and loving her for who she was. Like people always talk about love, and I tell people all the time, I know how to love a woman because I had to learn how to love my mother, and that came with accepting the pain that her mother gave her. My grandmother was great for me, but for her it was a completely different story. So we talk all the time.
Yeah.
And I recently I'm in mental therapy. I'm in therapy right now, so I recently had a conversation to where I'm opening my heart up to her even more. Because I've had some guards up, and I'm opening up even more. That's beautiful, right? Yeah. Because it's really so much value in talking to her today.
Yeah, bro. That's beautiful, bro.
what was your like? Did you when y'all talk? What was going through your mind to make you want that phone call out of your dad, as well as after the phone call happened? Like, what was going on through your mind then?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, to be real with you, bro. So I'm the type of person I just want to progress in every facet of life. So when it came to actually trying to reach out to him, to speak to him and stuff like that, to be honest, there was a woman that I was talking to at the time. She's the one that encouraged me to reach out to him. And I went ahead and I did it. When I reached out to him, I don't think I was able to like get access to him right away, but we text back and forth on like WhatsApp, and then eventually he called me. The conversation was probably maximum 30 minutes long, but it was super awkward, bro, because one is like, this is my father, right? This is my father, but at the same time, this is a stranger. You see what I'm saying? Complete stranger, bro. Like it was super awkward because I'm like, what do I say to him? How do I speak to him? Right? And then I'm Haitian, bro. I come from a respectable family. I come from a house where my mom taught me has nothing but respect. So I'm like, do I call him dad? Do I have some sort of energy? I'm like, okay, cool. Boom. He gets on the phone. I'm just like, man, let me just flow. We just start talking. He sounds as if like he's excited to speak to me. Um, Me too. Like I'm excited to speak to him. I wanted the conversation to be like, cause me, I'm big on like just things just being organic. It didn't feel organic. I'm gonna be honest. It didn't feel organic, and not in the sense of like, oh, I wasn't being organic, or maybe he wasn't being organic. But you just gotta understand, like, he's a complete stranger, bro. So I'm trying to be real. I'm trying to be myself, but at the same time, I'm just like, dang, like this conversation is not gonna be like this conversation needs to happen 100 more times in order for it to be. You get what? Yeah, you feel me? It needs to happen 100 more times, but until we get so comfortable with each other, we start talking.
Like I called with a plan, but
You get what I'm saying, bro? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. It's one thing when you meet a woman and it's a new woman in your life and you getting to know her. Yeah, you ask her stuff, but it's a different thing when no, this is your father. Y'all have some sort of history. The history may not be anything that's relevant to you because he wasn't around. So there's things there. Whereas someone you meet like on the street, it's a clean slate. This not a clean slate. This is there's something. It's kind of a clean slate, but there's a lot going on too. It's like, okay, cool. Like, how do I approach this? Like, so in my mind the whole time we talked, like I said, it was really like small talk. He was telling me he was really excited to hear from me and things like that, and it just really just like I said, it was really just small talk. But how did I feel? I felt good, bro. I felt good about the conversation. I felt good just being able to hear him. I felt good because we was on FaceTime. He was on FaceTime. Yeah, and my dad lives in Haiti too, so it's like that wasn't easy, bro. Like, because in Haiti is like certain areas like they may not have like electricity for the day, the week. You know what I'm saying? So he was, yeah, but it was cool, and it was like it was so hard to communicate with him. I give him grace. I give him no, yeah, and that was another part too. I speak Creole, right? But like, bro, I live here. I'm not speaking Creole I speak English 99% of the time. So I'm having to pull stuff out the woodwork that I've never used before to try to understand. So that was, I ain't gonna say it was a language barrier, because it's like I understood everything he was saying, but it's like me responding to him. It's like, all right, I speak Creole, but bro, you talking that real right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
your mother, I would assume, speaks English.
my mom speaks, yeah, she speaks English fairly well. And she speaks Creole too, but it's just like, bro, like my dad doesn't speak no English. Like my mom will speak English to me and add some Creole words, or she'll speak Creole to me and add some English words.
The concept.
Yeah, whereas my dad speaking to me straight Creole. It's like, I don't want the people to listen to think like I don't speak Creole. No, I speak great Creole. Like my Creole muy bien. You know what I'm saying? Like my Creole is great. But it's just like he was talking to me, bro. I'm just like some of these words. I'm like, yo, dad, bro. Help. You know what I'm saying? Like, help me out, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Yeah, but I like overall, bro. I felt good. I felt good. I wish it was something that we would have continued to do. Like I said, I give him grace. I don't feel no type of way about him. To be real with you, I give him grace. Because like I said, I understand it's hard because like I would text him, bro. I wouldn't be able to get a response till like 3 days later. Do I know if it's him leaving me on red or he leaving me on scene? That might be the possibility, but it also might be the possibility he don't got Wi-Fi. He don't got like I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the last time I talked to him was probably last year Father's Day. I said Happy Father's Day. I don't even think that nigga responded. Yeah, bro. So it's like, bro, it's life goes on, bro.
Right.
Life goes on.
No calling women bitches and all that.
Okay, yeah. I don't even use those words.
Yeah, no, but it's facts. I know you don't. But
Yeah,
it's like,
you gotta let it be known.
Yeah, let it be
I already
known.
know.
Let it be known. So adjusting, man. You came here and there was a great adjustment to, for one, learning language. The social environment, I'm sure, was completely different.
Right.
I wouldn't say Haitian culture. I'm gonna say African culture, just because it's black people. We're touchy. Um, we're energetic, and you came into a country that, when you're energetic as a child, like you said, what did you call it?
It was calling me African booty scratcher, bro.
So they damn near deemed you like a slow, they almost call you slow out here.
Yeah.
And they still do that today. Like as a teacher, I see so many, even high school, bro. I see so many kids like tell me, man, I got ADHD. I can't do this. Bro, I just watched you talk to your friends sit there for 45 minutes straight and not move, and you telling me you gotta move while you doing your work. Like, nah. But it's like society has convinced us that we're not who we are because they want us to sit in a cubicle box.
And then there's all these labels, bro.
Yeah.
There's all these labels.
But we embody them. Like, they really make us believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? So, do you feel like you went into a great, like, instead with the second grade? Yeah. You came here and you had to learn to adjust. And do you feel like you're still adjusting? Do you feel like how are you feeling currently? Do you feel like is it some things where you still have to revisit and be like, yeah, we're in America?
That's a great question. That's a really good question. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel like I'm still adjusting because you gotta remember too. I was a kid, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, to be honest, it's a lot of stuff I don't remember, but it's just a few events that I do remember. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't like the the adjusting is not even coming from Haiti. The adjusting is coming from being a Haitian person, like a foreigner. That's the adjusting, if that makes sense. Like it's not me living in Haiti just because I was so young and I don't remember too much of what that lifestyle was like. But again, I was raised in a Haitian household, so I understand what that how exactly. So adjusting to that, yeah, like, and it's not even like I'm making adjustments on a daily basis, but it's just more moving around in America and just understanding that, oh, most of the people here don't come from what I come from. So it's just exactly the values.
None of that. You get outside. You're basically in the wilderness.
Right, exactly. So I'm like really adjusting to that, dealing with people, dealing with women, yeah, especially.
That was my next question. Do you think like you can dealing with? Because I have a friend, she's Haitian. I don't think I'll ever speak Creole, but she don't even say she always says it. She say, "My people don't play they Haitian." Like I have a lot of friends that say that. Could you even date someone who? And it's not saying Haitian as in culture, but Haitian as in I don't want to say spirit to brand the spirit, but to say as in like laws and principles that come with the household of like a black family for real. Like, do you actually think you could date an American woman? Because American women, bro, American black women specifically, just like American black men, like I have to grow, I have to learn how to not be like of black culture.
Yeah. What's the question?
Like, how do you feel like you can date a black?
Yeah, I've dated nothing but black Americans. Okay. Yeah, I've dated.
You ever dated like a Haitian woman in America?
Yeah, I have. Okay. But majority of the women that I've dated has been black Americans. Yeah, to be honest with you, like for a while I didn't think I would be able to like bro. So the thing about Georgia, like, or Atlanta per se, Georgia's so big and Atlanta is big and small at the same time. When it comes to Haitians or just like a niche group of like a different ethnicity, they're scattered all over the place. The Africans out here, they have like a tight knit community. You live in Florida, you know how the Haitians get down in Florida, bro. It might as well be Haiti. Exactly. It's not like that out here. So for a while, bro, I was struggling to even meet Haitian women, bro. Like exactly. So I really was struggling. Like I would meet Haitian women at my church. Now there wouldn't be like that. There's not like there's a problem with that. It's just this is my church. This is really a small. Yeah, but it's not even that. You could meet someone at church. You see what I'm saying? That's not even what I'm saying. I'm just saying like just the pool that I was playing with. It just there wasn't. It just wasn't no women that was like really like okay cool like I'm gonna get in a relationship with these women. So I dated nothing but Black Americans because when I go to school it would be nothing but Black Americans, and when I go around or I'm at a bar or I'm at a spot it would just be, you know what I'm saying. And then Georgia's so different because I don't know why, but the Haitians out here, bro, they not coach. They're not how. What's the word? What do I want to say? Like they don't represent themselves as Haitians like how they do in Florida. Like when I go in Florida, bro, I walk around. I start speaking some Creole to my mom or somebody that's with me, my cousin or something. The nigga down the street gonna hear me and be like, "Oh, bro, I'm Haitian," and start speaking Creole to me.
I think it's that in Florida, it's like Malcolm X, that one consciousness, like like it's like they're excited to see, yo, you here too?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's like that. Whereas out here, bro, I know a dude for like 4 months. I'm hooping with him at the gym, and then one day I hear him on the phone talking to his mom, and he's speaking Creole. I'm like, bro, you Haitian, bro? He like, oh yeah, I'm Haitian. I'm like, so it's like it ain't the same out here. So it's like I'm not saying I like one. The issue I was having is just I wasn't running into many Haitian women, and two is like there is Haitians out here. They're just scattered, and the ones that are close by, they don't even be saying like they don't. Not be proud. That's what it seems as if I know there's probably a reason to, you know what I'm saying, whatever is come because Haitians are very like we're very proud people. I mean we're the first Black independent nation. You see what I'm saying? So we're proud people, but I don't know what it is, bro. But I just think it's just because the camaraderie is not like how it is in Haiti or how it is in Florida. I think that's really just what it is, bro.
Um, man, how did you get into fashion, bro? Like from coming over from Haiti to like not speaking English. Like, cause I got into fashion. I don't even know how I got into fashion. I see people in magazines and I'm like, damn, I would wear that.
Yeah.
And then when I started wearing it, I didn't feel comfortable, so I would have a little sauce, I
Yeah.
had a little blackness. And my aunt was like, yo, where do you get your style from? I was like, I don't know. I watch people and I take it and I make it my own. But how did you get into it, man? Because when I see you dressing, and I'm always like watching your Instagram.
Appreciate it, bro.
Just because, like, I don't really have role models. Like, I would promise you, I don't have role models. But when I get on your Instagram, and I look at what you're wearing, of course I know who you are, but as far as kind of like how you dress, I'm like, damn, I could wear it. Like a lot of men wear stuff and it's weird. It's feminine, it's flamboyant, it's awkward, it's with the culture and the times, and it's not authentic and it's not masculine, right? And I look at on your page and I'm like, yo, this is not only masculine, it's like that. To me personally, my personal, it's the essence of how a man needs to show up physically, and that has nothing to do with how thick our hair is as a black man. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the locks that we have and the beard that we have. Everything to do with how we're showing up. Like when you show up, somebody gonna feel you in that, right? So how did you get into? How did you get like? Yeah. The sauce is crazy, bro. It's crazy for real. Bro, I appreciate you, bro. Man, you don't understand, bro. Like,
I'm not saying this because we on here, but I genuinely appreciate you for saying that. Like I really appreciate that. How did I get into fashion? It's so funny, bro. God is amazing, bro. I just want to say that first. God is amazing, and I just want to let anybody that's listening to this know that there's no such thing as coincidences. There's no such thing as chance. Everything is orchestrated. Everything has been planned. Everything has been written. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's a little like kind of like almost like a long story. So my grandmother, right? She's about I want to say she's 86 now, right? She has dementia. She forgets stuff like that, right? But she has little memories that she remembers. Huh? Huh? Nah, she lives out here. She yeah, yeah. So she there's little memories that she remembers. Every now and then she'll be at the house, she'll pull out a old picture of me and be like, just like stay a little joke, like, do you know who this kid is? And this is be a picture of me, right? And she's always telling me this story about how when we used to go to church back in Haiti, I would come up to her and be like, yo, grandma, does these pants go with this shirt? Do you think these go together? Like, and like this old woman, bro, my grandma would just constantly every time remind me, like, this is what you used to be on. Like, you used to come up to me and put the outfit on the bed and ask me, is it nice? Right? So that's one. That's the beginning. Like, that's me before I'm even 10 years old. See what I'm saying? She teaches you about your inner child. Exactly. Secondly, when I first came to the United States, my mother got all of us custom garments made. Like she got my sister, all of us had like custom outfits. They weren't suits, but they were like custom, like kind of like those African outfits, like the matching top and bottom, something similar in that nature, right? My mom got these nice fits. Like she's like, nah, like when y'all first come to the state, y'all gonna be on some fly stuff. That's two, right? Get to high school, right? Um, when you was in high school, like you gotta be fitted, bro. You gotta be fitted. You know what I'm saying? So when I first got into high school, I was an athlete. So I used to play basketball, bro. I used to play basketball and I used to play tennis. People know you're an athlete, you ain't dressing. You in shorts, you in hoodies, you ready to go hoop. So I stopped playing basketball because it wasn't gonna work out. Like I'm just keeping it being like I wasn't that nice. I wasn't that nice. I wasn't that nice, bro. So it wasn't gonna work out. Nah, it wasn't gonna work out, bro. Um, as soon as I stopped hooping, like when I was hooping, that was kind of like my identity. I'm just be honest. Like I always been into fashion, but the thing is, like I would only dress up when I go to church. Bow ties, cardigans, H&M. Bro, I was on H&M before people knew H&M. Like real talk, I was on H&M before people was on H&M, and I'm talking about this like 2011, 2012. Like I was on H&M, bro. 2012, I think that might have been close to Soulja Boy era. Bro, yeah, like, bro, and your T had to be 3X. You know what I'm saying? See, and I wasn't even on that wave. I was wearing cardigans and bow ties. Yeah, bro. But anyways, so I was only dressing up at church. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been a man of God. I always been going to church and whatnot. So that was when I was dressing up. But when I stopped playing basketball, it's almost as if I had to reinvent and invent myself because I had attached myself to sports for so long. Because I was like, that's how I made friends when I first came to the States. That's how I was able to get around. And like people know, like Haitian households are extremely strict. That's how I was able to get around. So, anyways, dressing up at church when I stopped hooping, I'm like, bro, like I gotta be somebody else. I'm not the hooper no more. So what I did was literally as soon as I stopped hooping, I got cut from the team. I'm gonna be keeping it a bean. I got cut from the team. As soon as I stopped hooping, bro, I swear to you, the next day I called one of my homies who was a lot older than me. I said, bro, I need a job. He got me a job at Little Caesars, and I'm a sophomore in high school. I worked all summer. I spent every dollar I got on clothes. I'm just keeping it a stack, bro. Like I spent every dollar I had on clothes. And this is around the time where people was wearing, this is what, 2014, 2013. This is when people, the Kanye era, distressed shirts, distressed jeans, like Yeezys, that vibe. Or Vans, people wearing Vans, stuff like that. The Yeezy first came out when he was with Nike. think so, yeah. So yeah, bro. So like that's kind of how I really got started. Like it's always been the thing, but that's how I really got started. Like I literally got a job. I spent every dollar I made, bro. I promise you. On that first day of school, I'm fitted, and then.
So you like fitted like we fitted?
No, I'm wearing Kanye vibe, like distressed jeans.
You got the drip of the season.
I got every pair of Vans, high top, low top, different colors. That's all I was rocking.
Converse or Vans, it was retro.
Bro,
really hard to get right.
Exactly. See, me and my pockets wasn't like that. I wasn't wearing that. I was working on Little Caesars, but I could give me a few Vans. I'm not, bro. My homies will see this. They know I'm not capping, bro. I was wearing Vans. I was wearing. You remember Roshi runs? That was the little mesh type Nikes. I was wearing those. I was wearing Vans. I was wearing Converse. Distressed jeans. I would distress my own jeans. You go on my YouTube right now, you see an old video of me distressing my own jeans. I would distress my own jeans, and then so what happened was I would come to school so fly, bro. My homies and people around would just hype me up like crazy. Like I got videos of me coming to school. They just like, nah, he different. So it's like you come in hot. They like, bro, you got to keep this up. So it just kind of like became a thing. Where it's just like, oh nah, this nigga be.
If you come in gym shorts,
bro, I was trim every day. Like I was like, it had to like, cause bro, they would make such a scene that like I would feel bad if I ain't come to school fitted. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what really got me into fashion per se. But you see how I'm dressed right now? My heart has always been here because I was distressed. I was being hella casual in school, streetwear and stuff like that. But in school, you had days it was called Dress for Success, right?
And
that's when that, yeah, in the United States, like you would dress for success. Those were days for this. But honestly, I don't remember the class, but it's like probably like a business class or something, and you'll probably have a presentation. These are days that like everybody in school would be dressed. This is when it would be appropriate to be in a suit and loafers and stuff like that, slacks. Them days, I was hyped. I love dressing on the regular, but when it was time for Dress for Success, I knew they couldn't mess with me because like I do this every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So I could pull out the suit, I could put whatever. So that was what got me in. I ain't gonna say that got me into the suits, but I just started pulling them out like that. And then, you know, fast forward, I graduate high school, whatnot. I go to college for like a year or two, and bro, I would be sitting in college and I would be in class. I'd have my laptop out, and I would be literally watching videos about suiting and stuff like that. I did that for like a year straight. I swear to you, I would be, bro. I was just watching videos. I was looking at people's videos and stuff like that. And then one day I just got up. I'm like, nah, I'm finna run with this.
So how did you end up at the store?
So originally,
from what I've seen, bro, I haven't seen too many people at that store nor promoting the store. Mm-hmm. So like when I'm checking out the media and when I'm checking out the suits, I see you and I see one other person. And I see the owner himself. So like, how did you even like, bro? He doesn't seem that like the type to hire. You feel me? So how did you get there?
So before we even get to the store, so I was working at Publix, right? I was working at Publix, bro. Grinding Publix. I love working at Publix, by the way, bro. I loved working there. So I was working there grinding. This is around like a little bit before the pandemic. I was working there, and then I would get off work. I would be making videos with reels and suits and stuff like that, right? Bro, I seen like an ad or something that they were doing like a seasonal job at Men's Warehouse. I applied. I got the job. I love the job, right? Bro, I love the job so much that I'm like, nah, niggas can't see me in the apron ever again. So So I went and I applied for Joseph A. Bank. That's another suit store. I think Men's Warehouse owns them, or it's the other way around, right? That's kind of like for white people a little bit. I got the job there, right? So I quit Publix. Now I'm working at Men's Warehouse and I'm working at Joseph A. Bank. I'll get off from Men's Warehouse to go straight to Jose Bay. So now I'm the guy in the suit every day, every hour of the day. I'm working there, but all my clients and all my customers look like us. You know what I'm saying? Look like us. Half of the time, what I was wearing wasn't even from Men's Warehouse and stuff like that, right? They'll be like, nah, I want, like, literally my customers will come in the store and be like, I want what he got on. I swear, bro. They'll be like, I want what he got on. I'm like, yeah, we don't sell this here, bro. I'm like, that's how I used to be. I'm like, we don't sell this here. So it would mess up my motion. As far as like how I got to working at Richmond Looks and managing the store over there is,
you're a manager there?
Yeah, I run the store. The one here in Atlanta, yeah, I manage the store here. So, well, bro, again, bro, everything is orchestrated. Everything is God ordained. Bro, I just seen an ad about him hiring, and I went and about him hiring, I went to go click the link to apply, and there was no application. It said the application's ended. So me being who I am, I think my mom taught me this. My mom was like, man, if you're trying to get a job, pull up.
Go to the store. My mom said the same thing.
Like, don't be sitting there trying to do it through the pull up.
They don't know you.
So one day, I was off from work. Bro, I got fitted. I put on a fit, and I pulled up. Luckily for me, I pull up, and it's the owner there. Introduce myself. He see I'm fly. I see he fly. We come to find out we're both Haitian. We connect in that way. Boom. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, we already did, like, we're done hiring, but I'm gonna have them send you an application anyways, like to apply. It's closed, but I'm gonna send you an application anyways. He sent me an application, like he reopened it up for me pretty much. He said he had over like 300-400 people apply. I kid you not, I apply, I get an interview instantly. I do the interview, and I think I got hired on the spot, bro. It was a while ago. I'm pretty sure I got hired on the spot. So the opportunity wasn't even there, but I was just like, man, I'm going to just go show face anyways.
You created it, though.
Yeah, so I went, and I guess it was just, like I said, bro, God ordained, the energy was going, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, yeah, like, I rock with this dude. And ever since, like, we just been rocking out, and then I just been slowly developing, building, and now I manage the store here, bro.
No, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I move here, man. I might have to figure out how you can give me a job with you, man.
Nah, facts.
Because I'm trying to, I think a part of me always, like, I really love wearing suits. I really like feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
And putting on a suit. I was talking to my friend about you, man.
Really?
And she's like a sister to me, because she was like, you know any good men? I said, man, no. I said, all the good men I know are married. And I know one good dude, and that's it. And I brought you up, and I was just like, man, this guy. And I'm explaining who you are the best way I could. But like, the only thing I can really say almost like, when you talk to somebody and you see yourself in them in a way of like, yo, God is here. Like when you talk, God is present. Not only is God present, wisdom is present. The essence of manhood is present. There's no fakeness, there's no pretending. Like we're literally showing up as ourselves, right? All the time, every time. It's like when I run into you, I feel like even when I first met you, I felt like I already knew you.
That's crazy.
And it was like, I'm just having a conversation with somebody I met 3 lifetimes ago.
Yeah.
We just meeting again in this lifetime. And while that sounds like some amazing poetic shit, like no, that's really just what it felt like.
Yeah.
When it comes to purpose, man, when it comes to who you are as a man, what do you feel like that is? What do you feel like your purpose is right now? And even on this earth as a man, because a lot of times we get lost in so many other things.
First of all, before I even answer that, you saying that like God is in the midst, you know my name is Emmanuel, right? You know what that means, right?
Nah, put me on.
God is with us.
God is with us.
You see what I'm saying? Emmanuel, God with us. You know what I'm saying? So that's also why you always feel like the presence is felt, because like I feel like I sound like a broken record, but bro, nothing happens by chance. My mom decided to name me Emmanuel because, yeah, that's what God wanted. He wanted me to remember forever, and anybody that is connected to me, that God is within him, God is with us, that God is in the midst. You see what I'm saying? So I just had to put that out there. Like, yeah, that's my name and that's what that means. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like purpose, you asking some good questions. you asking some good questions. Purpose, what do I feel like my purpose is right now? Ah, man, that's a beautiful
because
question.
you gotta think about it, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I was just talking to one of my elders about it because he cut hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, when you cut a man's hair, like, you know what you're doing to him. Like, the type of, I don't know, like, type of what you helping him feel like.
Yeah,
like,
you building them up.
While the cut is one thing,
Mm-hmm.
I think the suit, the suit gives a different type of power. Like, and I don't really know how to put it, but like I know when I was like I used to debate with myself like, because I was in the hood, and I'm like, I got a pair of J's, and at that point it was snapback, so you got a pair of J's on snapback, so you got the waves going.
Yeah.
You can get whatever lady in the hood you want. But if you got on a suit, you can get the hood girl, you can get the casual, you can get the God fearing. You can get in a suit,
Mm-hmm.
a strong man in